If you're a dog owner in Richmond, you know that finding the right trainer is a pretty big deal. It's more than just teaching tricks, right? It's about finding a real partner for you and your dog. So we're going to walk through exactly how to do that so you can feel totally confident in your choice. First up, let's talk about training right here in Richmond. You might be thinking a trainer is a trainer, but the local context really matters for your dog. It's not just about learning commands in a sterile environment. It's about prepping your dog for, well, for our city. I mean, think about it. Your dog needs to be able to handle the crowds we get on the Bay Trail, right? Or stay calm when a BART train rumbles by. And what about walking down a busy street like McDonald Avenue without getting all worked up? That's what real success looks like. A good local trainer totally gets this stuff. Okay, so what does good training actually look like? Let's get into the methods and different types of programs you'll see out there. All right, the big one you're going to hear about is positive reinforcement. And honestly, it's pretty much what it sounds like. It's a training method that uses rewards, like treats or praise, to encourage the behaviors you want. The cool thing is, it's not just about getting your dog to do stuff. It builds trust and actually makes learning fun for them. And this leads to a really important point. You'll want to stay far away from any trainers who use fear, intimidation, or pain to get results. Seriously. Humane methods are just, well, they're safer for everyone. For your dog, for you, for everybody. So training comes in a few different flavors. You've got your group classes, which are awesome for socialization and practicing with distractions, and they're usually easier on the wallet. Then you have private sessions. These are perfect for those specific at-home problems, like, going nuts when the doorbell rings, or if you have some really specific goals in mind. All right, let's talk about choosing your professional. How do you actually vet and hire a trainer you can trust? Okay, you're going to see a bunch of letters after some trainers' names. Don't let the alphabet soup intimidate you. Think of them as badges of quality. Something like CPDTK means they have certified knowledge of training concepts. KPA CTP is great because it means they're skilled in positive reinforcement. And if you're dealing with more serious stuff like fear or aggression, look for a specialist with something like CBC-CK or IAABC-CBC. So you've narrowed it down and you're ready to make that first call. But what should you actually ask them? Here's a little checklist for you. First, just ask them straight up about their methods and philosophy. Does it sound like the positive approach we've been talking about? Second, ask about their credentials and if they do any continuing education. It just shows they're serious about what they do. Third, and this one is huge, how are they going to tailor the plan for your dog? It shouldn't be a one-size-fits-all thing. Fourth, get clear on the money stuff. Any travel fees, what's included in a package, no one likes surprises there. And finally, ask how you're going to measure progress together. What does a win look like for your dog? Okay, let's zoom back in on Richmond specifically. We'll cover costs, local laws, and some of the best parks around. Let's talk money. Here's a look at the average costs for dog training in Richmond. Group classes, as you can see, are usually the most budget-friendly option, running somewhere between about $170 and $310. Private lessons are a bit more, and then you have things like in-home packages or board and train programs, which are obviously a much bigger investment. Just a couple of key Richmond dog laws to keep on your radar. First, your leash can't be longer than 6 feet in most public areas. Easy enough to remember. And second, your pup needs to be licensed by the time they're 4 months old. And once you're training, where do you go to practice? Well, we have some awesome spots. Point Isabel is, of course, amazing for off-leash roaming. If you need a fenced-in park, check out Shimada Friendship Park or Marina Bay. And for practicing those perfect leashed walks, the Richmond Bay Trail is just fantastic. Okay, this next bit is so helpful, especially if you have a new dog. It's called the 3-3-3 rule. The idea is that it takes about 3 days for a new dog to just decompress. They're probably pretty overwhelmed. Then it takes about 3 weeks for them to start learning your routine. And it can take a full 3 months before they really, truly feel at home. Knowing this can save you so much stress. It's a reminder to be patient and not expect too much too soon. It's all about giving them the time they need to settle in and build that trust with you. All this effort to find the right trainer, it really does pay off in so many ways. Having a well-behaved dog just makes it so much easier to enjoy everything we love about Richmond, whether it's a walk by the water or grabbing a coffee at a neighborhood cafe. I wish you the very best in building that amazing partnership with your dog. It's what makes every walk, every visit with friends, and even just chilling at home that much better.